Hello, everybody, and welcome to another voiceover episode that I decided to do for Yu-Gi-Oh! The Legacy of the Duelist, I think is what it said. I'm not sure. Just don't mind me. I will be doing a voiceover, but I'm also going to be playing games on my phone so I don't lose my goddamn mind. Our history of Yugi MOTO starts with Yugi teaching the rules of duel monsters to Joey as their friends to Angel. Yeah, I'm not going to read their voices. It is very weird though to still be sitting here watching this and like doing my voiceovers. I still don't know how often I'm going to be doing this. Or how often. But I'm going to eventually, because I'm only doing these for the next couple days, because today's Wednesday. On this Friday when I get paid, I am going to go get a special little toy. It's called a dildo. No, I'm getting a fuck, what was I getting? There we go. A monitor that I'm gonna plug into my Xbox so that I can view my like Twitch chat while I'm streaming. Because I'll have one TV for the PlayStation, one TV for the Elgato to stream from, and I needed something else to watch the chat because my laptop is currently being an asshole and pretty much not letting me use both the internet and my Elgato at the same time. So that became kind of difficult. So I was like, what should I do? What should I do? And then I saw a really nice monitor at Walmart when I was working for like $160, and I was like, you know what? Because then I can just have my monitor just like kind of sitting right next to me on the bed so I can view the chat, and from then on all of my recording sessions will officially be live because I can have my headphones plugged into my computer so I can hear everything happening, and I can view the chat. I can use my brilliant HyperX Quadcast mic and just pretty much get what I want done. I even got my notebook all ready so that I can I think I was trying to rush through some of this from the looks of it because it kept trying to teach me shit that I already knew about how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But yes, anyways, I just got done streaming Lichdom Battle Mage, which I'll be doing a voiceover for that soon. So pretty much I plan to start streaming my my recording sessions, when I'm home and don't have to be at work or whatever my girlfriend goes to work. I will be turning on my I'll be streaming. They might not be long streams, they might be like 2-3 hours depending on what time she goes to work, and on Wednesdays it can be up to, what time did I get off, or what time did I come home today? 9:30. About 4-5 hours streams on Wednesdays. It all just depends, but it is something. Yay! Of course I won. It was the first duel. You'll start to notice that too. Not my own frustration because I'm not playing right now. I'm just watching myself play. But the frustrations of the further in that I got, obviously the harder the duels are going to be, of course. But it got to the point that it was so dumb that there were some duels that I had to keep repeating in between episodes just because I couldn't finish. And I didn't want people to sit there forever watching me, you know, try to do this shit. So I kept... so I kept trying to do it outside of it. That way, you know, you're all not trapped by my horrifying deaths and losses. I did stop playing at some point. I don't remember how many episodes I went in. Oh, who knows? I think I did like maybe around 20 episodes. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I don't think I finished GX though. That one I'm not 100% certain on. I actually don't remember because I recorded this game about a month ago. And it's just kind of been sitting on the back burner. Because I was still trying to figure out exactly how to do all this voiceover stuff and make sure everything worked and try to find my flash drive, and then, you know, I found it. And then figured out everything that worked. He ripped it in half. How dare he? It was funny, even playing through this kind of made me start wanting to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. I was very tempted. But I want to try to get my girlfriend into it because, like, she's not interested. And, you know, obviously the first season, it's the first season. Like, it's not great, but it's still interesting. Like, obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh! Definitely picks up when it comes to Battle City Tournament. Which I will say, that's one thing I did find stupid. Like, you put all of the games, or all the series, into this game, but you couldn't program everyone's different outfits, because Kaiba has already got his Battle City outfit here. And it's really dumb that they didn't have his, or didn't program in his other outfit. Oh, big yawn. Ow. Odd enough, that actually hurt my chest. I think it's because I scarfed down a shit ton of food right before recording. Damn you! Jesus. What the hell, Kaiba? I think I see the gears turning in my head. Because if I remember right, that spell that I just put down, that was Dark Hole. So I think that's one of the things I was waiting on. Because I think I was trying my absolute best to get a win from Exodia. I think that was my goal, because if I remembered right, because after this I think is a duel with Pegasus, I think? And that would have made it a little harder to get Exodia, because, you know, it's Pegasus. I also like that the life points were 8,000. That made it really nice. Yoink! Yeah, like that's what I was waiting on, for him to summon like some of his best monsters. Because if I remember right, I think in this mode he doesn't use Blue Eyes, like in the earlier duel. Like, he didn't have Blue Eyes in his deck. But he had Crush Card Virus, which made me, like, question everything at that point. Because I think at this part I was thinking that, too. I was like, I don't think he's going to summon Blue Eyes, like, this, like, early on in the series, because the decks are all different and weird. But then I saw Crush Card Virus, which is not something he had at the beginning, so I got, like, so confused. Of course. I will say at some point after I actually started like buying some decks with the in-game currency or whatever it is that I keep getting from all the battles that I win, I started building good decks for like summoning the god cards or ultimate defense decks. I think that's the main one that I used too, was the defense decks. Do it. Do it. There we go. But yeah, once I got to a point, yeah, I was just using nothing but defense. Just because it made it easier for me to have cards in my deck with a strong defense, so that way I could, you know, summon the god cards. Hell, even in my spare time when I was like, okay, before I record, let's duel a little bit, check some stuff out. They have the option of doing the reverse duels here. Nah, just use the Soldier of Stone, bro. Yeah, don't use Snatch and Steal. It's pointless. Never mind. Apparently he's doing it. Or I'm doing it. I don't know why I've been doing that. Like, as I've been, like, recording these and watching back through my playthroughs, I keep referring to my own self in the third person. Like, oh yeah, he's got the hang of this. Like, look at him go. And it's like, it feels weird to me, because, like, I'm referring to myself in the third person, even though it's me that's playing. Although it feels like I'm just watching somebody else play, and I don't understand it. But yeah, no, so this thing had weird things like doing reverse duels where, like in this duel, you're Yugi playing against Kaiba, you could swap the roles and play as Kaiba versus Yugi. And they had that in some of them, but it is just stupid, and like, for a while I really, really tried hard to stick to the whole, using the decks, like the story decks. But it got to the point where I couldn't make any more progress because the decks that I was given, just the randomized hands that I kept getting weren't great. Like, it kept giving me cards that I couldn't do shit with, or it was giving me cards that were, like, too strong, so I couldn't summon them, so every time I loaded up the game, it was just, oh great, I have nothing to do this turn, and I can't do shit. And it just kept happening. And so then that's when I started building my own decks, and I was like, I looked at how much, like, currency I had in game, and I was like, oh, I can buy a lot of cards. And so I did, and I ended up getting like a bunch of god cards, like huge defense boosts, or huge defense monsters. And so I pretty much built my deck around defense. Like her, I can't remember what her name is. Mystical Elf, I think, is what her name is. Big Shield Gardna, I had the Giant Soldier of Stone, the Millennium Shield, which had like 3,000 defense. And that's all I kept doing, was just doing nothing but defense, because then it made it easier, because one, they would lose life points from attacking it. And then, like, I could sacrifice those monsters to summon, like, the god cards, or, you know, something else. but I actually don't fully remember what all was in my deck, but I know everything that it was mostly just defense stuff, and then anything to help me just anything to help me really to summon god cards. I know there were some fusion things too. I think at some point I did start incorporating some of the fusion monsters, but I don't fully remember. It's been a while. I do remember at some point I did keep trying other people's decks, like specifically. Oh, whose was it? I liked Jaden's deck from GX. Then Jesse, I think was his name, with the Crystal Beasts. And then I think I tried using Cyrus's big brother. I can't remember his name, but he had like the Cyber End Dragon stuff in GX. I did a lot of his too. I definitely used a lot of his shit. Rude! I actually kind of like this, just sitting back and watching my own playthroughs. I really like this, actually. Mostly for games like this. Like this, maybe Sword Art Online. Oh, I totally forgot that I abused the power of Heart of the Underdog. I totally forgot about that. I loved Heart of the Underdog. Maybe that's what I should have done. Maybe I should have incorporated that into my decks. It would have been... might have made my job a lot easier. Because, yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to get Exodia. Yeah, bye, Beaver. Ah, fucking Judge Man. Let's see, what does Brain do? Okay. Yeah, if I remember right, like any time in between like episodes when I wasn't in the middle of a duel, I went and bought new cards to add to the deck. We got Pot of Greed first. Best idea. Oof, one card away. Yeah, Sangan. Oh, I forgot. That's Dark Magician. Sorry, I have the screen with the timer from the PlayStation, like, kind of covering that, so I didn't see... I couldn't see what cards I had at first. Dark Magician. There we go. Yeah, because I can tell that I'm really trying to just win with Exodia. Because I think there was an achievement And I really wanted to hold true to the fact that it was the first duel. So I really wanted to just win with Exodia. Oh, no cards. Alright. Yeah, that's when I decided, fuck it, Heart of the Underdog. Because Heart of the Underdog is a very good way for you to draw Exodia. That's for sure. Well, I think best thing to do is get rid of Dark Hole. Nope, Spellbind New Circle, okay. Ah, you fucker. Which one are you getting rid of? Damn it. This was the thing I hated. I kept trying to turn this off. Because it was very annoying that anytime you would do that when it's your character and that specific, with their specific card, like Kaiba uses Blue Eyes, we use Dark Magician, and I won. It would always do that. Like show the little video for it, and I kept trying to turn it off in the settings, but it never stopped, even when I did turn it off. Like I thought the option for it, like I thought I'd found the option for it, and then it was like, oh, okay, yeah, this'll work. But nothing ever changed, so it's like, it just became permanent. There we go. All the way at the bottom. Victory duel points, 1229. I kept saving those up and eventually just bought a shit ton of decks. It was great. It was wonderful. I loved it. But yeah, like I just kept buying, like at first I was only buying cards, because the way they unlock is the more you progress in the story, the more like decks you can like buy from. Like the very first was Grandpa Solomon Moto, and then like there was Bakura, there was eventually like Merrick and My Valentine, like all of them, and Yugi was the last, so I kind of like saved up until I got to him, and then just spent pretty much all of my money on his cards, to the point that I think I got like 2 or 3 of, yeah, there we go, that was the setting I was changing. Sorry, I was looking away for a second. I will say, the constant of hitting no, that took me, I think, 9 or 10 more episodes before I realized I could just hold down the circle button to skip that whole thing popping up constantly, because it kept pissing me off. No. Yeah, it took me a long while, all the way until like almost beginning or middle of GX, before I realized I could just press and hold the circle button to just keep skipping that. And that pissed me off, that it took me that long. Because it didn't teach me anything. Like, it didn't tell me how to do anything, and then I only discovered it because of a loading screen, if I remember right. Oh, okay, it's a negate attack. But yeah, no, like, once I got to Yugi, I just kept spending pretty much all of my points on his deck, because then it gave me, like, a bunch of different stuff for, like, the Dark Magician. It gave me, like, Big Shield Guardian, Millennium Shield. Or no, wait, I think that was his grandpa's decks. I can't remember. But then I got, like, 2 or 3 of each of the fucking God cards, and I was just like, you know what? I'm happy. I'm content. And then I built my deck the way I wanted it. And that was good. It's just, like I said, it's just going to be very weird sitting through and watching all of this again. And I wasn't paying attention. Is this an actual story duel, or did I choose to do that whole second, like the dual swapping? I think I just did the dual swapping. Oops. I mean, it's fine. It gives me more stuff, if I remember right. Because they really encourage you to try those out, because they do give you, like, special cards and more items and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'll try and do the ones that I know how to do. The ones I do good in. That's the thing, I think I only selected the duels that I knew for sure would be pretty easy. Because after playing the decks, I already knew what was there. Like, anything where like, GX. Anything where I was the opposing force against, like, Jaden Yuki, I always chose those duels to do the inverse because of Jaden's deck. If I remember correctly. But who knows, because... as we all know, I don't know anything. I don't know shit. But I will say, some of these duels were definitely very difficult, but also a lot of fun. But I think that is why I, like, gave up at some point, because some of it just got way too stupid to the point that I wasn't having fun anymore. It was becoming too tedious, and that was always, like, near the end of it. Like, pretty much during the last half of duels in each story, it just got, like, a major boost in difficulty level. And judging by the fact that there's less than a minute of this left, I can, already tell you that I'm gonna lose this duel. Yeah. Oh god, hiccups. Yeah, I left. Because it was just too difficult. Yeah, looks like the Great Moth was next. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these episodes do good. I don't know. But if you enjoy it, let me know. And I will see you guys next time.